Hello Sagittarius, Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is your reading for the next 4 weeks. I have set it for May 2024 on the title, but it is for the next 4 weeks because obviously we're a wee bit into May. We're going to start with your oracle card for the month, which is Clear Endeavour, because travel is not only a blockage, it also seems to be some sort of fear. It might be the change of location that's coming through. So let's have a look. Something you truly desire requires a bigger commitment from you. This could be physical, emotional, or mental. Identify what your needs are at this time. Actually commit to this goal and be willing to put in the time to make it become reality. Commitment plus hard work will assist in bringing your goals to completion. Once you decide, give your best to everything that you do. It gives plenty of new opportunities for you to reach your goals in no time. So pay attention to signs along the way as nature works to assist you. Now we do have Venus coming through, so we're dealing with love and money matters. Venus represents unification, harmony, pleasure, enjoyment, and we do have the second house of personal possessions, income, money, resources. I'm not sure entirely who this relates to. I'm assuming it's the Tower in the past here. But we have like the unmasking of an animal and this appears to be a friend. We have got the dog with the snake, so there may be a betrayal, including a friend or a colleague in the past here. It could be somebody who was maybe a temptation or a third party. The snake can speak that someone is disloyal, lying, yeah, all that. And the animal, not even in the upright but in reverse, suggests kind of savagery. It's, you know, there's some sort of like, you know, bestial, I sort of feel it's like something that's kind of pent up emotion that's maybe come to the surface here. This can also be somebody who has been rejected with the mask, because that's what it kind of, but it's masking to how somebody actually feels. Yeah, so there's been some sort of deception. I think there's been like an uncovering, if you like, of whoever this dog is, and that may well be this past relationship or connection here. It doesn't need to be a marriage, but it's fairly significant because the Tower has come through. The Tower is major upheaval, can sometimes be even violent upheaval, but it's a breakup, it's maybe a revelation. It's definitely a destruction of something, and it is ultimately the clearing of the old. So there's a relationship here that's very much done and dusted, I think. I'm not sure whether they have, you know, I'm hearing the gladiator on my command unleash hell, so there is definitely something gone down there. Lead means that it's something heavy, brings weight into the reading or that part of it, and it also suggests there's a long way to go. That almost feels like that's kind of stuck. It's not going to change, it is what it is, and that I think the Tower has cleared that. I think that, obviously I don't know that, so that might be something that you're dealing with right now, or it is a heads up as to someone you're dealing with, because the mask is someone who is concealing their true selves. And with the animal, you know, yeah, it is kind of like, you know, bestial and wild and alive. But because my Sagittarius that I'm reading for has got the Strength of the Devil card reversed, I'm seeing this as someone who's had the strength to overcome whatever this is. Now, the devil, overcoming the devil, that can be anything, but we've had here, or at this moment in time, the ability to face something very passionately with the Strength card, yet also peacefully. We normally don't resort to violence when the Strength card is here. It is about taming the beast, and in this case, the beast is the actual devil. And it is in reverse, so we're releasing either a possible addiction, an obsession, a bad habit. It's a very lustful card as well, but ultimately we're broken loose of something that's kind of miserable. It's made us feel stuck. That can be real, can be psychological. There's liberation here, Sagittarius, and it's something that you have managed to do, and that might be the beastie devil over here, who knows. But it's a brilliant position to be in. There's a lot of major arcana for quite a small spread. It might be a very significant time period, because the Tower, you know, I mean, that could be like, you know, last week, last month, last year. It's still there. There is a relationship that's crumbled here, all right? And we do have the Temperance card right up top, also Sagittarian card. We have the Knight of Wands in the outcome, also Sagittarius card in my readings. So front and centre, we're dealing with, or you are indeed, the King of Cups. So it could be a water sign naturally. I do see this as a lot of healing in this reading as well. It can actually be the Doctor. The King of Cups is usually someone who's very emotionally mature and very capable, doesn't normally share a lot of his emotions, but he's also the King of Love. So this could be a love interest, or someone you have a lot of emotion for, and vice versa. And he's come through with the ship and the compass. There's definitely an issue about travel here, because it's also the Six of Swords in the blocking or obstacle position. So it's almost like where to go, the direction we want to go in. So it could be a trip or travel. It could be, you know, it feels like issues, because the Six of Swords is represented by the mountain, but it can be traveling abroad, moving abroad, relocating. There is a difficulty in terms of either, yeah, just that. It does feel like, you know, bodies of water. The Six of Swords is a transition card. It's very much a movement to a place of peace. It's it can be a card of solitude and aloneness as well. So this could, I mean, I'm seeing there's a lot of kind of watery energy here in terms of, you know, oceans swelling and big emotions coming up and blockages and then things bursting out. Sagittarius up here with the Temperance card representing you is a really lovely energy, again, of peace. But this is also Iris of the rainbows. And Iris is, you know, she's a messenger of the gods, but she represents hope after a very tumultuous time, basically. She literally means to be temperate, you know, to be in moderation. To take a lot of things into account and balance them is very much the mediator as well. So yeah, it's not necessarily calm amongst the storm, because I don't see any storm. I think that's very much in the past. I feel this is somebody who's come out in a really hopeful place, because underneath it all we have the Judgment. It has been like a really important change here. This is when we've had the call, usually to change something, to make a major decision. It's also when there has been like a really big change to our reality, and that's what the Tower, you know, brings everything down to its knees. It clears the way, it clears out the old. And on an emotional level, at least in the subconscious here, I feel that there is almost like a push and an urge for change, and that is ultimately what is coming in here. So there's definitely something that's kind of like, you know, finalized and erupted, but I don't see the person I'm reading for as struggling with that in any way. So either it's not recent, or it's not as important to you as it maybe was to whoever or whatever else was involved. In the future, we have got the Page of Pentacles. This is the card of the student. This can be money news coming through in relation to children, but it might well be that we're, you know, just working. It can be news about work. It can be that we've got money to invest oftentimes with this card, and we don't really know what to do with the money we have, or where to invest our time. But it might be that there is an area of study, something that sufficiently grabbed your interest and that you maybe want to learn more about. But it could obviously represent a child. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles in the future for Sagittarius. Page of Pentacles for Sagittarius. And I say we do have the second house of income here. The snake again, and we have got the snake back here with this dog. I say back here because that's the feeling I get, but yeah, you have to be cautious when the snake's about. That's literally a snake in the grass, Sagittarius. All right. And we have got a lurker. Yeah, the snake. There is something around us. I don't know if we're conscious of it or not. I feel the person I'm reading for really has got this, you know, sorted. They see it for what it is. They can manage it. But yeah, I mean, this could be some sort of money offer that's coming in the very near future here, and it's one that we probably don't want anything to do with, because it's got the snake, and the snake is vile, sleazy, and ultimately the betrayer. Now, if it's to do with, you know, child maintenance or alimony or something like that, now the Knight of Wands is in the outcome here. I will be looking at him in a wee bit more detail, but it can be a person, a fire sign. It speaks about impulsivity, ultimately some sort of change, sometimes change in location and travel. Page of Pentacles, definitely travel. So I don't know if this is a child. I've got the Tower at the base of the deck. Oh, hell's bells. Because in the fear, I'm going to go straight to it. I have got the Chariot and the Ace of Swords here. So this can be fearing communication about some sort of trip or travel or journey. Maybe you've got a youngster who's going to, you know, get a new car and you're worried they're going to drive really fast, yeah? Or they've got money and they're able to, like, you know, go on holiday for the first time, something like that. But there is a fear around communication involving travel. Now, this fear can also suggest news, communication with the Ace of Swords, possibly about an arrival of some sort, or even a victory. I don't understand specifically why that would be your fear here, but there's definitely stuff going on. We've got the ship, we've got the Six of Swords, we've got the Chariot, now we've got the Knight of Wands, who I also see as the traveller, usually flights, and then we've got a fear in the Chariot over here as well. So, why is the snake here with this? Why is the snake here with this? So we've got a partnership here, a male and female, and now we've got a child. Snake and the snake in the grass. Right, there's the mask again. You've got two masks here. So this can represent something from the past, or it can say that this is to do with business. And it would be some sort of financial institution or an institution connected with children. So it obviously could be schooling or social services, something like that. I feel that there is some sort of change here, and it may well be in terms of location. But there's stuff that we don't know is the issue here, Sagittarius. Because on the face of it, this Page of Pentacles looks quite, you know, small if it's not representing a student or child or learning something new. And then it feels to me that it's actually not as small as what you think it is in some way. Let me see who these people are. Obviously, you could be the male, you could be the female, you could be the page. It's just a lot going on. But as I say, this up here is speaking to me that with this amount going on, Sagittarius I'm dealing with is able to kind of manage it all, you know, with relative ease, honestly. The male in the future. So yeah, the advocate. So the advocate can just be a supporter. It can sometimes be a legal professional. The Hermit's in reverse here. This could be somebody who's very withdrawn, judgmental, critical, trickster. Okay, so we might have some issues with whoever this man is. This might not be someone with the snake here that we want to put a great deal of trust in, shall we say, especially if it involves money matters or children. Okay, it could be even be the boss here. Show me the female in the picture for Sag. The female gambler. Oh, crikey. Trickster again. Okay, so this is a couple that have got similar attributes. And there is some sort of risk here involving money or travel. I mean, the Chariot is ultimately a card of success and victory. Do bear that in mind. But I think there's a need for some caution here because of the snake. Snake is the companion, the friend back here with the snake. And I think there's something about this person you're not seeing. So there's the child, who could be the Page of Pentacles, and there's the addiction, which my Sagittarius is freeing themselves from. I honestly just get the vibe that you're going to see somebody or something in a very different light. It might be kind of shocking, and I see you dissolving some sort of partnership, agreement, friendship, you know, even some sort of promise. You mean you may, for example, even have, you know, plans to go somewhere with this person. So yeah, be cautious of whatever that Page of Pentacles represents in your future. And yet, you know, as I say, we've got this, we've overcome something very, very difficult. And then our environment, travel again, Eight of Wands. But this is also a period of plain sailing. this really is relative ease, and it can be overseas travel. It's a lot of support, and it's good direction. It's kind of like freewheeling, you know. So yeah, the environment looks conducive, shall we say. But there's definitely something around travel, where to go, whether it's you or somebody else. The Eight of Wands for Sag, the environment, the people around you or your actual environment. There's the Eight of Wands. Oh. Lost one, hang on. Okay, so we've got some sort of difficult conversation here. Magnifying glass on the floor. And this is connected to a masculine energy. Sorry, climbing back into my big bucket chair. So yeah, we have got some sort of conversation. There might be some anxiety yet again coming up, that because there is fear about whatever this travel or communication is. I mean, sometimes the cross can represent something religious. I feel that it's quite, it's just like it may even be a conversation in terms of responsibilities, you know, possibly even reminding someone of the responsibilities, and then it comes into some sort of conflict here. And the anchor is usually my work card, and we are in the second house of income, but honestly there's something to do with overseas travel here. It may very well be, you know, a student or your child maybe wants to do just that. And you know, that's the throwing up a lot of contention and concern. Again, I'm coming back to the fact that Temperance is up here, and I just feel that my person can manage whatever these difficulties are. Okay, now the Hope is the King of Wands and the Empress here. So as much as we've got the King of Cups here in our, you know, significator position, it's literally the central issue for this time. We're hoping for the King of Wands, or we're hoping for the Empress. I really do feel that somebody's hoping for possible marriage here, partnership, maybe a promotion of some sort. So there's sudden communication in the hopes here. I think somebody is wanting to hear from someone, have a visit from someone, go and see someone. And again, they might be at a distance here, but this is sort of clearing away obstacles and delays which were in the blocked position. So basically, I think there's somebody at a distance here. Or, you know, even if you're not at a distance, this is maybe you and your partner deciding kind of where to go, maybe where to live, whether to immigrate, maybe just to change locations. But there is a fear here that it might throw up some sort of maybe even aggression. Okay, but the outcome is the Knight of Wands. I've already seen him connected to this Page of Pentacles, and that is something happening fast. That is action, adventure, travel. It can be a really, you know, there it is again, cross again. It could be like a sexy individual. It can obviously have player type qualities, and it's all about the direction we're moving in. And that being in some way difficulty. I don't know, someone want to, you know, get married and move really quickly, but you've just had a relationship crumble, and you know, you just want to keep things on an even keel. Risks, women. So I really think that saying in time it is going to resolve itself in a really positive manner, but I think there's something to do with going on some sort of holiday here. The Sun is a card of success, happiness, pleasure. Oh, crikey. There he is again. Say he, whatever that devil is that you've freed yourself from. So honestly, this could be some sort of temptation to get back involved with something that you've already perhaps overcome, or someone you've overcome. This is kind of like sexy talk. It's, you know, flirting, lusting after someone. Yeah, so there really is a feeling of kind of like serious overindulgence going on here. I think there's going to be a temptation come your way, Sagittarius, and maybe one you're already familiar with, you've already overcome. But there is need for caution with snake in the grass. Advice for Advice for Sagittarius. Please do like and subscribe if you would. If you'd like a personal, all my information is below. And oh yes, I am trying to boost the comments, which is why I'm offering a free reading once I've finished all my May readings. So if you drop an emoji or a comment, you will go into the mix for that. Make sure that your bell is filled in so that when I announce the winner, you get the notification. Advice for Sag. Not coming out. Furred and feathered friends. We do have friendship here. Okay, with manifesting in reverse here, I feel this is be careful of what it is you're manifesting in terms of the company you keep. We've already seen the companion. I've already got the friend who's a snake here. I've already got a snake here in the future. So I'm going to ask angels and ancestors. Dream and journey. There's most definitely something about a journey here. So if you're not sure where to go on a trip, this is suggesting that you do. But I think with the fox, trust your talents in changing times. This means things can change radically and quickly, and you need to be on your tippy toes. It can also suggest there might be some sort of, you know, manipulation type energy around you. So you have to use your psychic powers, ask an oracle, pull your own cards, listen to this reading, but you have to see beyond your current situation. I do think that a trip is most definitely on the cards for you in the very near future, Sag. So you have a good month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.